So, today I'm back for a book review, and it's not any book review, it's a book about vinyl records. Finally! No. So you have rare records, valuable records, and everything really that sort of people watching this channel loves. I'm talking about this book. And this is hard to find, the rarest and most valuable vinyl 1990 to 2020. It's published by Oddment edition. And stick to the end of this video because I'm actually giving one of these babies away at the end. So just stick to the end to learn how to maybe get your hands on a copy of this. But as always, before we go into the sort of review, cue music. I think that from the get-go, this is a passion project first and foremost. I mean, the massive sort of research you have to do to put all this content into a 460 pages book is just insane. And the first thing that really struck me when I got the book is the sort of the vibrant colors and the really awesome cover artwork and a fine spine also, so it looks awesome in the shelf. And obviously also the sort of the promise of the rarest and most valuable vinyl records. So they have my attention and I haven't even opened the book yet. The backside says 3,859 first pressings, 1,902 artists from 59 nations, 460 pages over 8 chapters. And I think that this is a brilliant move of the authors Leonardo Belleno and Christian Go, because they have divided this book into sort of the genres of singer-songwriter, indie, alternative, psych, prog, punk hardcore, classic hard heavy, stoner doom, speed, death and black. And if you surf into their sort of web page, you can see that this is the sort of ordinary edition, and there's also a deluxe edition. It looks like a sort of leathery binding. I don't know. I don't even know if it's in print still, but this is the sort of the ordinary edition that I have. In the beginning of the book, you can read why they started this book project, and it's pretty simple, really. They saw in their collections that they had records from the 90s and 20s that really had skyrocketed in price. They saw that stuff that they bought for ordinary prices back in the day was like going for insane amounts of money. So they have put their heart and soul to collect the records that is valuable and rare from this time period. It's a heavy book. It feels nice. I mean, you get your money's worth if you understand what I mean. 460 pages on full color all the way through. I mean, it feels premium and it looks premium. So we have talked about the authors, we have talked about the reason why, and we have talked about sort of the quality of the physical book. But what about the content? I mean, you can write any sort of book, make any film, or press any sort of music, and it could look beautiful, but if you don't have the content, then what do you have? And I'm glad to announce that this is awesome. So what's all the fuss about? Well, if you know the Pokora books and how he made the sort of the layout for and sort of the way that he presents the records, you know almost what to expect with this. It's just page up and page down of full color sort of covers, where you get also a small sort of a flag of which country that the record was first pressed in. You get a small information slip on everyone, which Pokora doesn't have. If it's a limited edition, how limited it is, if it's a colored variant, you know the deal. And you also get sort of a rarity scale. Now, Pokora, he did a scale 1 to 5 of sort of how rare the record is. In this book, they use the actual value of the record in, I think, euro. So you get how much the record is worth money-wise today. And my only small critique, if it's really a critique of the book, is that the using real sort of value money-wise is the perfect sort of way of doing it the grading system outdated. In 2, 3, 4, 5, 10 years time, these values money-wise won't be the same. But I don't think that really matters, because the sort of the scale of the rarity is still there if you compare one price against another. So in a way, from this book you still have the sort of the grading system, and today and some years to come, it's actually awesome to see how much a record is worth money-wise. And I really like the selection that they made. Even if I don't collect the records in this book, I could spend hours just sitting and flipping through the pages of this and really immersed in every page. Because on every page there's something you find that you have a connection with. It could be a CD that you have or had when you were younger, or you have in your CD collection now. It could be a record that you have and you know about in your collection, or a record that is like in my case, many records that I have had sold and now they have skyrocketed in price. And I also found some stuff that I really got the sort of the Napster feel to, because I was growing up in the 90s, and I was a huge sort of Napster aficionado. That's probably the base of my sort of music knowledge, because when I was a kid I was sitting and downloading loads of music and sharing music with different parts of the world. So people like me, this is the perfect sort of way down memory lane. There's so much nostalgia when you flip through the book. And throughout all the 8 categories it's like this, but just like the Pecora books, you have obviously records that you have no idea about, and maybe the artwork, maybe the information, maybe the price sparks your interest, and you find yourself sitting with your phone and your computer and just researching these records, listening to a snippet or two from the record, seeing if there have been reissues and stuff like that. And 1, 2, 3, your want list on Discogs has gone from like X pages to 5, 6, 7 pages more. So I think I've talked of everything that I want to talk about with this book. Obviously highly recommended. Who is this book for? Well, I still haven't found a book about vinyl records that I didn't like. I mean, everything from a book about the most obscure stuff that you can think of to the most basic stuff like how does a vinyl record get made. You know the deal. There's always something, in my opinion, that is interesting, and this is no exception at all. I don't think that, as long as you have some sort of interest in the vinyl format, this is the book for you. And if you are like me, growing up in this time period, and you get that sort of nostalgic connection to the music and going down memory lane, this goes to 11. Now, Oddment Editions is kind enough to give away one of these babies for free. Shipping and everything. Just one of the viewers of this will get a book. Now, the only thing you have to do, really, because I'm going to do it simple, just comment on this video. Just comment something on the video, so I'll get your name in the hat, and in 1-2 weeks time I'll pull a winner. The winners will be announced on my Instagram page, so I leave links down below if you don't follow me on Instagram. So go there 1-2 weeks time and see if your name pops up in the ordinary feed. And again, thank you so much Oddment for doing this. I'm super stoked about this collaboration. So that's it. Thank you so much for watching, everyone. Have a great day. Get your name in the hat. Go to Oddments, and I'll talk to you in my next video. Bye.